it's Amanda here from Fun Hands-On Learning. I'm so happy you joined me today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about some activities that we are going to do to celebrate Christ's birth. And these all go with my Bible curriculum called Bible Truth Fun for Young Ones. And so these activities are for Jesus' birth, so they're perfect to use at Christmas time. And I just finished them up. I just got them up on the website, and I'm going to show you them today. And we have been working through our Bible memory verses that go along with this, and then we have been working through these activities. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is the Bible that we are using currently. So for all of the activities in my Bible curriculum, what you need to do is you need to read the story first out of the Bible, and then you do the activities. So we have been really enjoying this ESV Big Picture Bible, and right now for Christ's birth, we are doing Luke chapters 1 and 2. And the reason I really like this Bible for the kids is because of all the illustrations. So as you can see as we're reading along, there are just a lot of great illustrations for the kids to enjoy. So we have been doing that. But because this is the Christmas story, I wanted to show you this book. So I have had this book for quite a long time, and we are doing this. This is called the Advent Book. It is by, let's see, Jack and Kathy Stockman, and I got this book in 2011, so that will show you how long I've had it. So hopefully it is still available. If I can find it online, I will leave a link below in the description box. So what this book is all about is each page there is a door that the children open, and it tells the story of Christ's birth, page by page. So it is absolutely beautiful. The illustrations are gorgeous and really just something to treasure. So instead of just reading this story out of Bible, at Christmas time, we read this, and they can open a page a day, and they can go ahead and continue reading the story of Christ's birth. The words were taken from the Bible, and basically just the story was written straight from the Bible. And so they read on and on. Now you don't have to do it in every single day. You could read the whole thing, the whole book at once, but we like to do it each day because there are numbers on each door. It says 13, and so on day 13 they would read this portion of the story, and then it would go on, and then the next day, day 14, they would read this portion of the story. And so this is just awesome. So we have been doing this as well, and again, I love this. What you can do also is, so if you start, like for next year, if you're watching this before Christmas, you could start on day 1, and they open up and read day 1. Then you would flip to day 2, and on day 2 they would read day 1, and then they would also read day 2. On day 3 they would go back, read day 1, day 2, day 3. Get it? So that by time Christmas comes, they have memorized the biblical story of Christ's birth. So that's another way to do this book. I love this book. So we're doing this book along with these activities. All right, so let's get into our Bible memorization. So for each and every story in this Bible curriculum, there is Bible memorization pages. And there's just 2 pages. So there's one where they write out the Bible verse. It's a focus verse for the story. And then the other page, they cut out the pieces and have to glue them on. So what I do is, this is the focus verse for, I have 2 of them here because I'm doing this with 2 children. And the focus verse for this story is Luke 2:11. And it says, "For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is Christ the Lord." So what the children do is they have to write the verse on this side of the Bible. Now I put these into dry erase pockets, and then I just have them write it over and over and over again each day so that they memorize the verse. They also, once they are getting pretty good at memorizing the verse, we do these pages, which they've already done. So they have to cut out the pieces and then from memory glue in the words that are missing of the verse. So we've already done that. I think I have a little clip of them working on this. Not, however, done the actual hands-on activities yet that I'm going to show you because I just completed both of them. So we are going to do these this week leading up to Christmas, and then yeah, so let me go ahead and show you these. Okay, for this activity there are puzzle pieces that the children put together, and there's also a nativity scene that you can use if you are intending to do this in a pocket chart. So right now I have the pieces in a pocket chart, and then I just put the nativity scene on the top. It's just there for the kids to see and to see the whole story in front of them. And then what they do is they have to match up the puzzle pieces to tell the story. Now, you can do it the way I have it right now, and sorry for the glare, guys. The way I have it right now is the puzzle pieces are mixed up, or you can give them to the children in story order, but I have them mixed up because what I want to do is once they put all the puzzle pieces together, I want them to put the puzzle pieces in order. So let me kind of show you. I'm going to grab these puzzles and put them together. Okay, so this says Mary and Joseph traveled to, and they have to find the matching bottom piece, and it says watch over their flock. That isn't it. How about traveled to Bethlehem to register? So that one would match. Here's the one that matched the other one. There were shepherds keeping watch over their flock. And here's one that matches. God sent Gabriel to give the good news to Mary. So anyways, once they're done putting all the puzzle pieces together, there are a handful of them. So here's more of the bottoms, and then here's more of the tops, because they're going to tell the whole story. Once they've put all the pieces together, then they're going to move the puzzles and put them in order. So you want to probably have them have a big area on the table, or you want to do this on the floor, or however you want to do it. But then they're going to label in this little box in the corner what number it is. So this is actually the very first thing that happens in the story. So this is number 1, and I'm using a dry erase pen here. And then this one is actually, these things don't happen till later. So then they would need the second puzzle piece, the thing that happens second, and they would put that here. So I do give you a story answer order key at the end of the download, so you can go back and check and see if the kids got the story in order. So these are all the puzzles, and this is the order of the story. So that is the first activity. Lots of fun putting the puzzles together and remembering the story in order. Now I'm going to show you the second activity. Okay, friends, the second activity was so fun for me to create because it's kind of 3D. So I was super excited to create this, and I'm super excited to do this with my students. So what I have here are the cards that it comes with, and then I have the nativity scene, like the barn, and I have all of the characters. Basically, you want to cut them out and attach them to craft sticks. So that's what I did, and all I do to attach them to craft sticks is I just put a little piece of tape on the back, and it holds it on, just nicely. So there we have Gabriel, and we have Joseph, and we have some animals, and we have Jesus, of course. So I have all of that. Now, what they're going to do is they're going to read the story from these cards. So they're going to try to remember what they read. You probably want them to read the story in order. So the first thing you want to do is either give them all the cards in order, so give them one card at a time and have them read it, or have your students put all the cards in story order, just depending on how much time you have and what you want to do. But once you have them in order, I have them in this pocket chart. You do not have to have them in the pocket chart. You can just hand them to your student or whatever, but I just have them in the pocket chart. And then what they do is they take the first one. Okay, so this first one says, God sent Gabriel to tell Mary she would give birth to Jesus. Now, if you see, the Gabriel is kind of in a darker print, and there is an underline there. It's a little hard to see, but this is the character that we are trying to focus on. So once you read the first card, Gabriel is the character you want to focus on. So you're going to add Gabriel to the manger scene. So if you can see over here, I have the nativity scene, and you take Gabriel, because he was on the first card, and you're going to add him. So how I did the manger scene, or the barn, I guess this is I attached the popsicle sticks, craft sticks, on the back with just some tape, and then I put them into 2 cups of Play-Doh. Now, I recommend, if you don't want yours as tall as mine, to use the shorter Play-Doh that comes in these smaller containers. The reason I didn't is because I don't have enough of these. I only have a few. So I have the regular size though, so that's what I did. So I put them in there, and then what you do is, since we read about Gabriel coming, he's the first character, then after we read the card, we're going to add Gabriel. So you need another thing of Play-Doh. Now, what you could do, if you don't want to, if you don't have a lot of containers of Play-Doh, you just make a little ball of Play-Doh. But what you want to do is you want your characters to stand up. So I want to just make a little ball of Play-Doh, and I'm going to have Gabriel standing up in my scene. And actually, I'm going to put Gabriel right here. So you're just going to let your kids stand up their characters. Okay, so now I'm going to go on and read the next card. The next card says, Mary said she was the Lord's servant and trusted in God. So Mary is the character we're going to focus on for this card. And so I need to find Mary, and I need to add her to my scene. So you're getting the idea. So basically, they're going to keep reading the cards and keep adding another character to their nativity scene. And when they're done with the activity, they will have an entire nativity scene made. So I am so excited about this activity. This is so fun. Now, one of the things I wanted to mention is the only, I don't know if you would call it character, the only one that I did not attach to a craft stick is the star. So when you get to the card, there is a card over here. Okay, this card says, the wise men followed a star to find Jesus. So when they read that card, star is the word that is underlined. Now what I did is, instead of attaching it to a craft stick, I used some Velcro dots. And so then what my students are going to do is they're going to Velcro on the star when they get to that point in the story. So anyways, I'm super excited about this. Obviously, as they read through, they're going to keep on adding the different characters to their nativity scene. And how fun is this? It's just making my heart happy right now. It's making me love Christmas right now. I'm so thankful you guys watched this video with me. Of course, I will be leaving in the description box links to where you can get any of these resources that you see. I always do that in all of my videos. So if you're ever looking for something that I talk about in my videos, and if it's something that I've created, I will definitely have a link in the description box for it. If it's something that I didn't create, but I had to get it somewhere, I don't always have the link, but you can leave me a comment, and I will try to get that link for you. Now, one other thing I want to mention is that in the comment section, I have all my comments turned to where I have to approve them first, because sometimes I get really crazy weird comments on my videos, and I don't want just any comment showing up on my video, because you don't want to see that, and I just want to keep everything clean on my channel. So so when you comment, you're not going to see your comment right away. I have to go in and actually read your comment and approve it, and once I read it and approve it, it will go through. And because I'm reading and approving them, I generally have time to answer them. So if you have a comment ever on any of my videos, don't hesitate to leave me a comment, even though it's not going to show up right away, because when I do go back and go through those, I will see it and hopefully approve it. All right, again, Thank you so much for watching. Look in the description box if you need to, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.